It's good. YouTube. It's your boy Flames back at it again. With another barbering video. Back at home now. Um, but yeah. About to be reading. Continuing the Book of Job. We heard a little bit about what his first friend had to say. Today we're going to be reading Job's response to that and what the next friend has to say. And yeah. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Chapter 7. Job continues. My life has no hope. So actually, in the last chapter, Job was already in the middle of his response. Okay. Has not man a hard service on earth, and are not his days like the days of a hired hand, like a slave who longs for the shadow, and like a hired hand who looks for his wages? So I am allotted months of emptiness, and nights of misery are portion to me. When I lie down and say, when shall I arise? But the night is long, and I am full of tossing till the dawn. My flesh is clothed with worms and my flesh is clothed with worms and dirt. No skin hardens, then breaks out afresh. Or my skin hardens, then breaks out afresh. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and come to their end without hope. Remember that my life is a breath. My eye will never again see good. The eye of him who sees me will behold me no more. While your eyes are on me, I shall be gone. As the cloud fades and vanishes, so he who goes down to Sheol does not come up. He returns no more to his house, nor does this place know him anymore. So Sheol is like it's like a waiting place for dead people, I guess. Is a good way to put it, like an in-between place. I don't know if it's technically hell or not. I'm not entirely sure on the exact um the exact context, but I know it's a place that people go after they die. It's not heaven. Therefore I will not restrain my mouth. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I the sea or sea monster that you set a guard over me? When I say, my bed will comfort me, my couch will ease my complaint. Then you scare me with dreams and terrify me with visions, so that I will choose strangling and death rather than my bones. I loathe my life. I would not live forever. Leave me alone, for my days are a breath. What is man that you make so much of him, that you set your heart on him, visit him every morning and every moment, and test him every moment? How long will you not look away from me, nor leave me alone till I swallow my spit? If I sin, what do I do to you, you watcher of mankind? Why have you made me your mark? Why have I become a burden to you? So I guess he's questioning God at this point, which is not okay, but um Job's in a really rough spot, man. Like a lot of us in a situation like his would have freaked out a long time ago. You know what I mean? So, it's not judge, hindsight's 2020. It's easy to, see something like this. But, Job was being tested for a reason. Like he was so faithful. Why do you not pardon my transgression and take away my iniquity? For now I shall be on the earth, in the earth, or now I shall lie in the earth. You will seek me, but I shall not be. Bildad speaks, Job should repent. So this is the next friend that's decided to speak. How long will you say these things, and the words of your mouth be a great wind? Does God pervert justice, or does the Almighty pervert the right? So he's just basically saying, like, the only reason this has happened to Job is because he did something wrong. Job didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he's probably done some stuff that's wrong, but you know what I mean, right? If your children have sinned against him, he has delivered them into the hand of their transgression. If you will seek God and plead with the Almighty for mercy, if you are pure and upright, surely then he will rouse himself for you and restore your rightful habitation. And though your beginning was small, your latter days will be very great. For inquire, please, of bygone ages, and consider what the fathers have searched out. For we are but of yesterday and know nothing. For our days on earth are a shadow. Will they not teach you and tell you and utter words out of their understanding? Can papyrus grow where there's no marsh? Can reeds flourish where there's no water? So he's just like just ripping into Job, but and like he's speaking in parables, but he's just saying like while yet in flower not cut down. So he's like he's just basically saying this is happening because he did something. Sun shines on the light and the dark, bro. Rain falls on the light and dark. Circle of life, man. You know, everything happens for a reason, but no bad things are gonna happen to everybody. And some people like, yeah, arguably have had worse stuff. We've all had bad things that have affected us in a certain way. It's just how we go about dealing with those things. And for those of us that have had worse circumstances to deal with, it's because God knows we can handle it and you can use that as a testimony for somebody else. Job, for example, is a testimony to everybody. This book about his stories and the Bible and his struggles are used to build up millions and billions of people's faith. While yet in flower and not cut down, they wither before any other plant. Such are the paths of all who forget God. The hope of the godless shall perish. His confidence is served, and his trust is a spider's web. He leans against his house, but it does not stand. He lays hold of it, but it does not endure. He is a lush plant before the sun, and his shoots spread over his garden. His roots entwine the stone heap. He looks upon a house of stones. If he is destroyed from his place, then it will deny him, saying, I have never seen you. Behold, this is the way of his way. And out of the soil others will spring. Behold, God will not reject a blameless man, nor take the hand of evildoers. He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouting. So he's just saying like this will only happen to Job because he's secretly an evil person. Like that's what he's implying when he's saying all this stuff. Those who hate you will be clothed with shame, and the tent of the wicked will be no more. So next chapter is going to be Job's response. We're going to get into that tomorrow. Um, and then sweet God. Um, and then the last friend, who's the most harsh out of all of them. Um, yeah. That is it for today's video. I really appreciate y'all for watching. I love you so much. God bless you guys as always for watching this. God bless you. Love y'all. And catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.